Well, Matthew, a monumental week for the NFL as it relates to the concussion protocol. Change has been made to make it easier for players who have had some sort of impairment. Ataxia is the magic word, to be shut down for the game, even if they pass all concussion checks at some point thereafter. And what I think this means is a practical matter, and we saw Chris Olave of the Saints ruled out today. We saw Teddy Bridgewater of the Dolphins put in the concussion protocol and not return. I feel like there's going to be an overreaction, and I'd rather there be an overreaction than an underreaction. But I think for a while now, Matthew, we're going to see guys be held out longer. There's no longer going to be this presumption a guy gets put in the protocol on a Sunday, he'll be back next week. They're going to be far more careful about everything, and that's good. They need to have the best interest of the players paramount, but it does complicate life for the teams and also for the folks who are playing fantasy football.
There's no question about that. And certainly, look, we always, if you're going to err on one side, you'd rather err on the side of player safety. In addition to the concussions that you mentioned, Mike, there are also a number of injuries that are relevant to fantasy football. And we start, obviously, with the biggest one here, and that's Rashad Penny leaving the game for Seattle. After he left, Kenneth Walker played 88% of the snaps for the Seattle Seahawks. Remember, Seattle, a much better team than I think people gave them credit for coming into the season. They were averaging 21 running back touches per game. Of course, Walker had that big 69-yard touchdown run when he filled in for Penny. Kenneth Walker, I think, would be the #1 pickup on waivers this week. He's currently available in over 56% of Yahoo leagues. Some other injuries of note: Damian Harris leaves the game for the Patriots. We'll wait to see on the severity of that injury, but it looks like he'll miss some time. And as long as he does, Ramondre Stevenson will be the starting running back. Now, he's rostered in almost every single league, but just to give you an idea of what Stevenson is capable of, he has had 6 different career games in which he's had good 15 or more touches. And with Harris out, we'd certainly expect him to get 15 or more touches. Well, in those games, he's averaging over 16 fantasy points per game. This week, week 5, 27 touches, 175 scrimmage yards. Ramondre Stevenson on a run-heavy team would be a top 15 fantasy running back for as long as Damian Harris is out. And then finally, both James Conner and Darrell Williams left the game early for the Cardinals. We'll see, again, the severity of both injuries, but it's worth noting that Eno Benjamin then filled in. He's available in almost 90% of Yahoo leagues. He's had 45 yards from scrimmage in 4 out of the 5 games this year, and he'd be the starting running back on a pretty good offense in Arizona. He would be somebody worthy of a waiver claim as well, assuming Conner and Williams would miss some time.
Another week of NFL action in the books. 5 weeks down already. We'll see you with more next time.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.